get ready for another unique kind of house, the cave house. Centuries ago, we humans started out living in caves, hunting animals and planting our own farms. Even though we've evolved over time, some old styles remain with us, and cave houses are among one of them. Meet Grant Johnson, the owner of the cave house in Utah. On the hillside is this incredibly unique, self-sustaining and elegant house, complete with solar panels, chimneys, glass doors and windows. There is also an internal bridge between the main room and an adjoining section of the house. It took Johnson nearly 30 years to build this 5,700 square foot house. He spent around 8 years blasting a hole in a hillside with a dynamite to make room for the house. He eventually found a way to supply electricity and to run water into the home using a huge water wheel by making use of gravity. He also built a mini ecosystem that will provide him with a steady supply of vegetables and fresh meat. He has plenty of pasture land for his cows so that they are well fed and contribute to the whole ecosystem. All the rooms in this cave house are built out of earth-stabilized blocks sourced from the site itself. This structure is able to withstand the massive loads of the earth above it with minimal means. It reduces the amount of concrete required to build a house by 75%. The construction is more environmental friendly and sustainable too. Additionally, the underground design keeps the spaces naturally comfortable by using geothermal cooling. Why don't you take a tour inside this incredible cave house?
Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Planted the orchard right away, and we had a water wheel, big 22-foot in diameter water wheel that ran the pump. We put in about 6,500 feet of pipeline from the pond that ran the water wheel, because I always knew if we could afford to do it, we'd have gravity flow, because we're a mile below the pond. So we have gravity flow water, so I just plugged into it and put a turbine. So we produce our electricity off of it. Biggest crop is tomatoes and peppers, then corn, potatoes, lots of garlic. But then, all sorts of little stuff, greens and carrots and beets. I love bacon, sausage, and that, pork. So to raise pigs, we have to have a cow that's milking because the pigs eat the milk. Otherwise, it's not worth it, it costs so much to feed them. So we feed them milk. You have to get the milk cow bred, and then you have to milk it, and then you have to have a way to feed the milk cow. And so that's what all these fields are for, is feeding the animals, the horses and the cows.
For a cave, there certainly is a lot of light in this dwelling. And that's because Johnson managed to blast holes for windows, reinforce them with steel, and then add glass to create windows. The house has everything and is self-sustainable. Johnson doesn't have to rely on anybody. He has his own agriculture. He will never run out of resources. Renting some part of his paradise gives him some extra income too. I'm amazed by these different types of houses on hills. Prefab house, tree house, cave house, what next you might ask? Well, here's presenting to you mud houses. Yes, mud houses on hills.